Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a closer look at a blast from the past, the Moto Z. Specifically, the 64GB unlocked black renewed international model. Now, before you click away thinking this phone is ancient history, hear me out. There's a certain charm to revisiting older tech, especially when it comes at a fraction of its original price. So, is this 5.5-inch Android 6.0 power device still relevant in 2024? Let's find out. First impressions? It's surprisingly sleek. The Moto Z feels remarkably thin and light, even by today's standards. Remember, this phone was designed with modularity in mind, hence the magnetic pins on the back for Moto mods. While those mods might be harder to come by these days, the phone itself still holds up aesthetically. The 5.5-inch display, while not boasting the sharpest resolution by modern standards, is perfectly adequate for everyday use. Scrolling through social media, browsing the web, and watching videos are all reasonably enjoyable experiences. Now, let's talk performance. With 64 gigabytes of storage, you got a decent amount of space for apps, photos, and videos. However, keep in mind that this is a 2016 phone, so the Snapdragon 820 processor and 4 gigabytes of RAM, not mentioned in the provided specs, but standard for this model, won't be winning any speed contests against the latest flagships. You'll likely experience some occasional lag, especially when multitasking or running demanding applications. Gaming performance is also understandably limited. Don't expect to play the latest graphically intensive games at high settings without encountering some stuttering. The camera is a bit of a mixed bag. In good lighting conditions, it's capable of capturing decent photos. However, low-light performance is noticeably weaker, with images often appearing grainy and lacking detail. Video recording is acceptable for casual use, but don't expect professional-grade results. One key advantage of this particular model is that it's unlocked, meaning you can use it with virtually any GSM carrier. This is particularly useful for international travelers or those who frequently switch carriers. The renewed aspect is something to consider carefully. While it likely means the phone has been inspected and refurbished, it's always wise to check the seller's specific return policy and warranty information. Android 6.0 Marshmallow is, admittedly, quite dated. You won't be getting the latest Android features or security updates. This is perhaps the biggest drawback for the Moto Z in 2024. However, if you're primarily using the phone for basic tasks like calling, texting, and light web browsing, the older operating system might not be a deal breaker. So who is this phone for? It's certainly not for the power user or the tech enthusiast who demands the latest and greatest. However, if you're on a tight budget, need a reliable secondary phone, or simply appreciate the nostalgic appeal of older tech, the Moto Z might be worth considering. It's a compact, lightweight device that can handle everyday tasks adequately. Just be prepared for some performance limitations and an outdated operating system. The unlocked nature and ample storage are definite pluses, especially at the likely reduced price point of a renewed model. Just remember to manage your expectations and understand that you're getting a phone that's almost a decade old. Do your research, check the seller's reputation, and make an informed decision. As always, thanks for watching.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.